guys. Welcome to another real life podcast. In the cut, I'm here joined by two filmmakers here to promote their movie. Well, their movie's done. It's made. It's called Imperfect. I'm joined by Diego Olivares. You want to say hi?
Hello.
He's doing his Robin Williams and his producer. You want to tell him your name?
Estella Cazal.
Ooh, little. I wanted to do it in video so people could see you guys.
Wait, you were part of the movie too. So
Yeah, you did sound for us.
Yeah,
I did
worked
the
on it
sound.
with us.
I did the sound, guys.
And we worked with you on your skits too.
You guys worked on the
Yeah.
skits, so people on the channel know. You guys are involved. You guys have been on stuff on the podcast
True.
and on videos and stuff. But they're here to promote their GoFundMe page, which is raising money to get their movie up on festivals.
10 festivals.
10 festivals.
Yep.
You guys already know which 10?
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys. Oh, damn! They got a list and everything, guys. They're
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah.
Not only that, they've already applied to a few festivals. Was it Con? No, it wasn't Con.
No, we
it
applied
was
to Sundance.
South
South
by
by
Southwest,
And the recent one was the East LA Film Festival.
and the East LA
Yes.
Film
That
Festival.
one we just applied to recently.
They just applied, waiting on response. They're gonna
Yep.
get in because the movie's awesome, guys. I've seen it. I've seen it like a million times. I haven't seen it in a
good.
while. It's good. But yeah, do you want to talk about the movie a little bit? Give them kind of a pitch. We'll put the trailer in front of it so they'll see the trailer. They kind of already have a gist of what kind of movie it is. But you want to talk about the movie a little bit?
Sure, it's a 37-minute horror film about the day in the life of a mentally disturbed girl who's targeted by a bloodthirsty serial killer.
It's super scary. If you're into horror, this is the movie.
I
for you.
didn't find it. I found it really suspenseful, which is like the best horror for me.
Yeah.
Where you don't know what's gonna happen, you don't know where the scares are coming from, and you also don't use like cheap jump scares or nothing. Like they're like all the scares are earned, and all the thrills are earned too.
Yeah, if you're gonna use a jump scare, use it wisely. Like I've seen a lot of horror films where they try to use jump scares and it's always a fake jump scare.
Right.
And the guys who did Insidious always talked about like jump scares, and they say if you use a fake jump scare,
Right.
the audience is gonna feel exhausted. So when the real jump scares come in, it's
Right.
like not as effective.
And also cheated.
yeah,
You know,
very cheated. Yeah,
like you faking the audience out.
yeah, you really gotta be careful with jump scares, and also not overuse them.
Right.
There's so many damn horror films nowadays that like overuse the jump scare. Like so many trailers are built on the jump scares.
So you wrote
Yeah.
this and directed it.
I wrote and directed it.
Estella was
The
producer,
yeah.
and she's in it.
She's in it. She plays
Yes.
our Janet
Don't
Leigh.
give away too much.
I was
I
gonna say
play. Okay, yeah. I'm like, wait, I'm just gonna say.
She's
I play
just
Allison.
she's in it
that. Yeah.
because we don't want to give away too
Dude,
much.
True.
That's true.
Wait.
Watch it.
First of all, how did you come up with the story?
Well, this is a story.
How twisted? Like, just tell me, how demented and twisted are you, Diego?
I think any horror director always gets that question asked of them, whether it's John Carpenter or Wes Craven or Eli Roth. Like, how
Right.
twisted are you, and how insane? And that's actually a good thing to be asked.
Right.
Yeah.
I first came up with the idea back in late 2014,
Yeah.
and it was pieces
Back
of
when
like,
I wanted to kill someone.
it was pieces of ideas from
Different.
the stuff I've been writing for years. I always knew I wanted to do a horror film. I always knew that was a genre I wanted to explore because I was a fan of horror films since childhood forward,
Right.
and I loved them to death. Just like loved 50s monster movies, 70s slasher films, everything. And I thought, well, this would be a genre I want to do and work in. Like I read Sam Raimi's Making of Evil Dead and was inspired by that. So the idea started from an article I read about an actual case, an actual murder that took place in the 1970s about this guy who murdered a few people and actually drank their blood, sort of a modern day vampire.
Right.
And I thought that's a very terrifying concept. This is at a time when the fucking Twilight films were coming out.
Right.
And I was just hating on them, just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
these are giving vampire films a bad name.
Well,
Right.
That's like a little tween movie. It's like, oh my god, love at first sight. Well, you're
Yeah,
like,
but like for a because I love vampire movies and I love
So are you Team Jacob or Team Edward?
team neither.
come
fuck
on.
those guys.
You gotta
Just
choose
kidding.
one.
I tried watching the first one because my best friend at the time was into it, and I just went like, I wanted my 2 hours back. I still feel like that to this day.
I mean, you're a guy, because I'm not gonna lie. I like the movies at the time.
Were you a fan of those
I was a
movies?
fan. I wasn't like a diehard fan. But
Team
I was a
Edward or
fan.
Team Jacob?
Yeah.
Team Edward.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can
dude.
see you as a Team Edward.
Yeah, because I like Jacob too, but I was like, nah.
He's too hairy.
Nah. It wasn't,
too
nah. I
shirtless.
just didn't like his attitude sometimes. Like, he had attitude. So
He's
like,
auditioning
nah.
for Chippendales.
But
no,
don't take it away.
Well,
I wrote the.
you
Oh,
can
yeah,
hear
that's
it.
true.
I had the idea
Wait.
in 2014, and early 2015, I started writing it as a feature, actually.
Yeah.
But while I was developing, and I wrote a 23-page short story that
Right.
had some of the elements that are actually in the short film, and there's some stuff that did not make it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And around the time I was trying to write it as a feature script, I started thinking this could be a good short film idea. This could
could
work
work.
as a good 30-minute movie. And I wanted to do another short film. I made a few short films that they were mostly 5-minute shorts or 3-minute shorts,
Right.
and I thought this would be a good 30-minute short, something to help me progress as a filmmaker.
Right.
And I adapted the story into a 30-minute short and just started from there.
And I thought it was amazing. Like, it really.
Yeah.
makes
When you read
think.
it, when the first time you read the script, what do you think?
Oh my God. I got.
Hack
like,
or what?
No, I liked how it was so demented, and it's not your typical horror movie. So it made me feel like I can't even describe the feeling. I was just, it's so.
Were you scared of Diego after? Like
I wasn't. I was actually really impressed. I was like, damn, he's really talented. I thought he was super talented to like create something that would make me feel so.
Is he watching me right now?
I can't describe it, but it's like it's scary,
Eerie.
but a different kind of eerie. That's a word. It's so eerie, but then at the same time, you're like, wow. It's like that kind of what do you call it? Like it's just really thought provoking because it makes you think in the end.
Right.
Like, you're not just left with like the solution or whatever. Like
Right.
oh, you're scared, and then you're gonna forget about the movie after you see it. Like
Yeah.
it leaves you thinking.
It leaves an impression.
Yeah, it leaves an impression, and then you kind of can figure out your own ending.
Well,
How much money are you guys trying to raise? What's the goal?
We're trying to raise up to like 750.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
not-
So,
not.
guys, if
yeah.
you're listening, throw in a few bucks. Help starting filmmakers out. You know, a lot of times when you're starting out, like, you just need a helping hand. You need a fucking life raft because, I mean, stuff like this isn't getting made and it's not getting exhibited. You know what I mean? Like, people are not making these type of horror movies. People are not exhibiting this type of stuff. And you know what? It's hard for the little guys. Just like, and not to get to the whole studio system and stuff, but like, people are just not making smaller, more independent movies anymore. And I feel like,
Yeah, they're
like,
nothing
they're
that's
scared.
nothing that's
They just
unique
want
actually.
mainstream, 'cause they
Nothing
want
that's a
instant-
unique horror type
Right.
of movies. 'Cause I
Yeah.
grew up like the movies I love from horror cinema were the stuff from the 60s, 70s, and 80s where there was something weird.
Yeah,
That was the
because
days. That
that's
was the
like the
days of
good
Romero,
days.
the days of Carpenter, the days of
'Cause-
Right.
Craven,
yeah.
when these guys were making horror movies that were different from
Mm-hmm.
what was being done at the time.
but they're also cheap.
And they were cheap too, and that's I think horror films
Like, that's what
work
studios
great
can
when they're
make.
cheap. Yeah,
Can make cheap horror
they're
movies.
cheap.
But
And there's
now,
a
like,
fan
they're not
base.
making cheap movies
It's
anymore.
because but
No.
I feel
If
like
it's not a
horror-
huge blockbuster, they're not gonna make it.
No,
Like,
I mean,
some
no,
of them are
there's
sellouts.
there's some low budget horror films. There are some that are made for like 3 million or 2
Right.
million. You know, a lot like Blumhouse does a lot of those movies
Right.
nowadays. You know, with the Insidious films or the Paranormal Activity movies.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I just kind of felt like I wanted to. If I wanted to, going back to the writing, I just knew it had to be a very unique horror film or something different from what I had grown up and watched.
Right.
Because I love the genre, but there's stuff about it that's just so cliche and everybody knows what to expect. And I kind of thought that gave me an advantage to writing that screenplay. Like, I like to joke around and say, when people used to ask me back then, oh, what's the movie? I said, think of it as Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Welcome to the Dollhouse. Because
Right.
it's twisted, but it's also a character study.
Right.
And it's a day in the life movie about this character.
Yeah.
And I thought that's more interesting to me, like a character, and interweave the horror around that character, as opposed to just like this cliche thing or stuff that we've seen 100 times already.
What I love
Yeah.
about both of you guys as filmmakers is that you guys had nothing. You know, you didn't have equipment. You didn't have like you guys started with nothing but a script and determination to get it done.
That's so true.
I mean, how else are you going to
And then
Yeah.
just I almost feel like this movie could have fucking killed you guys, and we talked about the drama before, but you guys pushed through to so much. Like, you guys had to clear so many bushes, so many obstacles, that I feel like 750 is almost nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's this last obstacle, but like, it's so much. It's like a culmination of all the work you guys have done. Like, you guys started with no equipment, no actors, no nothing. You know, no locations, no fucking industry help, no help from teachers, no help from the school. Like, you just had this great idea and the belief in yourself and in each other. And then you guys started getting cast and crew and friends and help and asking favors, asking for rides, asking for gas money, asking for fucking Little Caesars.
Oh my
Asking
God,
for
yes.
like.
How many times did you guys have Little Caesars in this
Oh,
fucking production?
a lot of
Too many
times,
times to
man.
count, huh?
You just like everybody's like, why are we getting Little Caesars? Like that's what we can afford right
That's
now.
all we
It's
can
like
get.
$5.
You know,
Like,
if you want to buy
all we can
something
afford.
nicer, go right ahead. But
Right.
You don't have the. You just have to do it. I mean, when people say you want to make movies, it is hard and it is difficult, but you just got to keep doing it. And sometimes, like, you have to do things that.
you don't. I mean, yeah.
It's because people
Do it.
think
Yeah.
that like Hollywood or making movies is like this
A
big.
industry, yeah, like you know, and it can
Or like
be
this,
intimidating, but there's ways around it.
But also like this glamorous thing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But honestly, like, making movies is hard and
It
it's
is.
expensive, and the way you guys did it with bare bones and just fucking determination to do it. And now that the movie's done, you guys could reflect and see all the hard work you guys put in it. And
But we can't do it without the help of you guys.
but now you guys want to show it.
Yeah.
Now, all the fucking blood, sweat, tears, semen, everything that was expelled in this movie,
yeah,
all the stuff that was, I know. Everything that was fucking put into the heart of this movie, like,
well, in the
it's
end,
not
that's
that
what
it's
you
not
want.
worth it, but you guys
Yeah.
want now people to watch it.
In the end, that's what
Yeah,
you
we
want.
wanna,
Like you
like,
want people
yeah.
to react to it. Like
Right.
you don't
See
make
your art.
you don't make a movie
for yourself.
just for
It's the
yourself and like,
people.
okay, whatever, throw it away. You want to see them. You want to make the movie. You want people to react to it. In the
Yeah,
end,
share
it's
your art.
more about getting that reaction.
Right.
I mean, in this case, in my case, I'm doing a horror film, so you want people to be terrified. Or if I was doing a comedy, you want people to laugh.
And for
Yeah.
those
You know,
people
you
that
just
say, "Hey,
love-
just put it online, put it on YouTube," but horror
not that
movies,
simple.
horror.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's not that just simple, but horror movies are best experienced
In a theater.
in a theater,
in a darkened
Yes.
place.
darkened place,
Yeah.
in a
Exactly, not
group, in a
on
big group,
YouTube.
on a big group
In that
with
collected
people, that collective
group
experience.
where people could release their fears and tension. That's what's so great about horror movies.
Right.
Is that people would look down upon them and say, "Oh, well, they're just a schlock genre. It's nothing but blood and gore and nudity." But it's like, no, these horror films are ways of releasing one's own fear and examining really
Tension.
dark
Yeah.
concepts that
Right.
a lot of other films don't give a time of day to examining.
Yeah.
There's something renegade about the genre. That's what I
Right.
like about it. There's something fun
And
about
do
it.
you guys have tiers to your for your GoFundMe? Like, is there like you could donate this much or this much, or is it just
We have like a goal, and then once we reach our goal, yeah,
so there's no like tiers or reward system? It's just
No,
literally
it's
just
just goals.
donation based.
Yeah, donation based.
So you guys could literally donate $1.
Yeah.
Anything
$1,
helps.
just
$1,
anything
helps.
or even
$5
if you can't donate,
So we
you
could
can
show
get
it to you
word out,
guys.
you
Oh,
know?
exactly.
And
If you
then-
guys cannot donate, give it a share.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Give a share to the trailer,
A
or give a like.
Yeah.
You know, to the Facebook page, or I don't know if you guys are like all the social media is set up, but but I like that you guys are trying to put it on festivals.
Yeah, so they could see it at the theater.
Yeah, you wanna
and
get it
So
out
so
there.
people could see it on the theater, but
And
also
then eventually
just
it'll be online, but I mean that's like later.
That's like
hopefully-
after the festival circuit,
after
yeah.
the festival.
I have to put it in fest. What's
Yeah.
next for you guys? Do you guys have anything coming up? Well, I know you do a lot of plays.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about yourself and what you do besides just a producer extraordinaire and setting
Okay.
up.
So besides being a producer, I am an actress. So I act in like theater and other short films. Right now, I'm actually working on a theater production at Whittier Community Theater,
Ooh.
A Flea in Her Ear. So we go
Wow.
up in 2 weeks.
So
I'm
guys,
really excited.
if you live in
It's
the
a
Whittier
comedy.
area, in the LA area,
Yes.
come down to
Check
the
it
Whittier
out.
Oh my god! If you love comedy and sex, this is a show for you. Like I swear.
The ultimate sex comedy.
Yes, it is. It's a
the
farce.
ultimate theatrical
it's
sex
a
comedy.
French farce. Yeah, you guys will
even
love
better.
It.
She's saying farce, guys, not farts.
Yeah,
so.
farce. That's
I heard
another
French farts. I was like, what? She's
French
saying.
farce.
I kept hearing
that's another
like,
word
she's
for
talking
comedy.
About, nah, I know.
Yeah, I'm like no. So go
It's a
see
French
it.
farts, guys. They're delicious. They smell like cigarettes and croissants.
I actually, I don't want to give it away, so never mind. I won't say what I was gonna say.
But it's great. It's
Yeah,
funny.
It's
Anyway, who's in the
Diego's
winter
seen it
or-
10 times already.
no, he hasn't. But yeah.
I was just trying to give them like, hey guys, it's hilarious.
It's
Go check it
hilarious.
out.
It's funny. Best comedy I've seen in a long time.
So
It's like
you're acting in Whittier. You're doing
yeah,
short
and then I'm doing a
films.
traveling show as well.
A traveling show.
Yeah, we travel to different schools and we perform and we
Oh
set
shit!
up.
Awesome.
Yeah,
For
I
like
actu-
children.
Yeah, for children, for
So they
elementary
could,
schools
like,
and
love-
senior citizens too.
Oh, cool.
we go to
So
different locations.
all right. So you get back to the community, so
Yeah.
children can learn to love the craft of acting,
That's
and
like why we go to. Yeah, exactly.
and
that's our mission.
for elders to to have something to do and see
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about together? You guys thinking of a future project?
Yeah, I mean, we really
Yeah,
want to
we
work.
actually are.
Yeah, we do want to work because I mean, we both had like a really positive experience working together on the project,
Right.
and we definitely want to. You definitely want to keep going at it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to just make one movie and put. You want to keep going and keep progressing and keep
Yeah.
learning more from what you've done in the past,
Right.
and building yourself up. And
Mm-hmm.
like we're really thinking this summer that we want to do another short film, like something under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we really want to do another horror film. We
Mm-hmm.
just I had so much fun making Imperfect on a creative level. Like, wow, I'm
Is
doing this.
Estella gonna be in it this time, or is she still staying as producer?
It depends if there's a role that opens up for her. That
Yeah, because as of
Wow.
now,
Do you still have to audition for your own movies?
well, I mean, because this movie requires someone to be like younger.
yeah,
Oh.
'Cause like childlike, like 12.
like
Oh,
having a-
wow.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Right.
think
The
I would
two-
be
like,
pretty
the two
senior.
Well, I
characters-
didn't know.
the two characters that are in
Yeah.
the
Like
story that
even
we're
if you
talking
do like
about.
ponytails and stuff, it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen. Yeah.
And the
That's
other
not
character is a
happening. I
male,
know, like
like
I'm
a
12.
middle-aged male character. So that's about
Yeah.
it in this one.
Oh, okay.
But no, we're discussing this like little, like small horror concept that we've been thinking about for
Yeah.
a while, and
The dream team back together this
Yeah.
summer, coming back.
yeah.
Yeah,
and and then we're hoping
might
like
be on
after
board,
that
too.
we could try another project, another one,
Yeah.
like another movie.
And the train doesn't stop, movie upon movie.
No,
But
movie upon
but
movie
right now we're
anywhere.
talking about Imperfect. I don't even know. Did we ever even mention the name of the movie, Imperfect?
I don't
We
think
did,
we
we
did.
did.
We did?
I don't think we
at
did.
at the beginning we did.
Okay,
We did.
guys, Imperfect. It only needs $750 to come to a theater near you.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not a lot of money. I thought you guys were gonna be asking for fucking couple of thousand or something.
Well, we knew that we wanted to get it more into like the horror,
Right.
Yeah.
horror movie crowd, because
But
that's
also
really
it's like-
that's
And
really
on
what the
our
movie was
page,
made
yeah.
for, is
Right.
for that audience in particular.
Right.
And we know we want it to be more loco, like a loco.
Loco?
loco. A pollo
More
loco.
loco.
Twisted?
Right?
It's
More
actually
loco.
is it really a piece of outsider art for her, But no, we want
Local.
something for from like local
Loco
people.
tacos.
Yeah, local. He said local,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
loco.
Yeah. We want something for the local people, from
Right.
the LA area,
Yeah.
and hopefully if that goes well, then build it off from there.
Yeah.
I mean-
Get up to
Yeah.
other festivals.
But this, just like the movie, was a real grassroots campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the GoFundMe and getting this movie towards festivals is going to be real grassroots, like really hard, because you guys have to hit the social media hard, like
Yeah, we
almost
do.
like you have to have a person who just does that.
Just the social
And
stuff,
just-
yeah.
Well, sharing the page
Share that video every day. Just kidding.
daily
The page, yeah.
and making sure your friends share it and your parents
Mm-hmm.
share it and your family shares
Yeah.
it, and maybe even paying Facebook for some ads,
Right.
so just so it could open up
That's true.
just who can see it, making sure that like the trailer's tight and not like tight like, oh, that's tight, bro, like it's tight and people could watch it and kind of
Yeah.
get an idea of the movie, and also just kind of hitting the people around you, like you guys all like, you well, you work in the ELAC Theater Company, and then you got the part of the film club at ELAC.
Yeah.
So making sure you guys either print out flyers or something, pass them out, make sure like people know that this movie exists.
Yeah.
And that there's a grassroots campaign to get into festivals. Like, I feel like that's what's gonna help you guys and set you guys apart and like help you guys fund your movie is by like really pressing it hard, because it's really hard to get people to give you your money. Like, give you money. Like, I've tried. It's fucking near impossible. Like, because everyone at this age, like at their early 20s, everyone's fucking struggling, dude. Like,
That's
money.
true.
Oh no, it
Everyone's
is. Yeah,
so-
we're struggling.
Money's
Yeah.
tight.
It's
Money's super
very
tight.
tight.
Dude,
Yeah.
and they're just donating it. There's no rewards. There's no like $10 and you get a copy of the movie.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
$15
so
you get a
it's
fucking
hard.
t-shirt from the crew.
Yeah.
This is, people are gonna have to help because they have to believe in the project and they have to believe in you guys and what you're doing. And like, you guys are filmmakers from like LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only LA, but like East LA,
LA, yeah.
you know, and from the East LA program, community college program. So like, they have to really get behind and rally that they're helping under-income film students, and just they're helping the little guy. This is helping the little guy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to
Yeah.
try, really. It doesn't hurt to try that stuff at all.
And the thing
because-
is, like, people could help not only with money but shares.
Yeah,
Right.
sharing, because there's someone. Yeah,
Maybe
there's
like
someone who
they didn't
will
throw a
have
dollar
income.
in, but they share it,
They share it.
and
I
one
mean,
of their
even-
friends
yeah.
throws in
Yeah.
a dollar.
even the
Yeah,
sharing
yeah.
is a nice thing. I mean, if you can't afford it, we understand. But if you
Guys,
share,
share
that'd be
this
really
video and
great.
help us
Yeah.
get it everywhere.
Yes, please.
And
You
we're
will
gonna
not
put the
regret
link.
it.
We're gonna put the link on
yeah,
there,
on the
so they could get right to the. I'm gonna put the page right there. So
yeah.
yeah.
It has
have you guys gotten any
everything
money?
listed. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some donations.
$90 so far.
Oh shit, $90
Yeah.
from people you don't even know, or from family and friends.
Well, there's from
Anonymous.
family,
Friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, but $90 is
Anonymous.
great.
Yeah.
$90 is a great start.
And there's a couple
Yeah.
people who actually promised to donate as well.
Hey man, if
That
even if they're not gonna like, if you're not gonna donate to the site, if you know these people personally,
Yeah.
give Diego $1 in the street. Here you go, man.
Here you go.
Keep fucking at it, dog.
Just $1. Even it'll be
Whatever
nice.
you can. If you see Diego, you see Estella, like, not in a patronizing way, but here for the movie.
Well, you know, there's something
Yeah.
nice about even the people who have donated, or just even shared. Like whenever I've seen those who have shared and who have
Yeah.
donated,
Yeah,
like
it's
there's something
amazing.
touching. Like, wow, they actually do care.
Or
They actually-
believe in you.
or they do
right?
believe in
Yeah.
you, even if it's from a person you don't know that well and don't know at all, and they've donated. It's like, wow, they actually liked what we're doing and have faith in
I'm not gonna lie to you. I started we did this thing for one of our projects. We put up Indiegogo.
Yeah.
A fucking stranger, like, well, not a stranger, because he's a fan of this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He sent, like, he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna donate because they'll take 10%. Can I send you a money order to your house? He fucking shipped me $50.
Wow.
I'm not gonna cry. When I was holding it, I was tearing
Oh,
up.
that is so sweet.
Just because it's like,
He believes in
Someone
you.
believes
there's
in you.
someone in this country,
Yeah.
not even like, they're not close to me, they're not my friends.
Yeah.
They're complete strangers to me. But like, I mean, we've exchanged like information and stuff, so we've talked.
Yeah.
But like, I've never met this person, and for him to give me money and tell me like, "Hey, dude, I fucking believe in you. I believe in the stuff you guys are doing. I believe like in
Yeah.
you and your friends." Dude, I remember holding the check and just tearing up. Like,
It's so humbling.
it was humbling, but also like I just couldn't believe it that there's
Yeah.
like people like that out in the world that that would help you fund your dreams.
I mean,
Especially
it is a
when
nice
like
feeling,
the economy's not like, and not to get into that, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to just, like, especially in our age, I feel like it's hard,
It is hard. Yeah.
it's hard,
'cause
but you just gotta try. In the end,
No,
you just
yeah,
have to try. Like, I
everyone's
mean,
struggling.
like, even if you're struggling, you just gotta go for it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
it's-
be worth it.
It is exactly. It is definitely worth it. You just like it's either
We all just gotta help each other. We all gotta help each other. We're
Oh.
the future. Like, we gotta help each other. Like, rise
Stay
up.
woke, guys.
Yeah, stay woke. Exactly.
I love the project. I love both you guys, as filmmakers, as friends, and I really believe in you guys' project. Probably the reason I like we fucking spent so much time like doing the sound and stuff.
yeah.
I mean, not to brag, but the sound is the best part of the movie.
He did the sound.
Everybody like the sound guy says it sounds like it's like the cinematographer's like the cinematographer's the best part. The actor's
The
like,
acting's the best part.
and I'm like the
Right.
directing's the best parts. You know,
I'm like, guys, the sound. If you're gonna donate for anything, donate for the sound. I will send you part of the sound. Dude, can we give some soundtracks away or something? If people fucking donate, can we give music away or something?
I mean, sure.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk
Yeah,
about it. I don't know. I want to
yeah,
put you on the
might be
spot. Like,
possible.
Yeah.
give the music away,
I
right?
called my brothers the music, like, hey, dude.
Because
But, I mean,
your
there's-
brother made some really great musical
Oh
pieces.
yeah, like
like
my
did.
brother was fun to work with. I mean, like he has always loved music ever since I grew up. I remember he used
Right.
to, when I was a kid, he used to play a lot of Metallica songs in his room.
right.
And when I told him at a young age I want to make movies, he's like, Diego, always remember that the soundtrack is extremely important to the film. A movie will live or die if it's
That is so true.
the soundtrack. And you think about your favorite movies, whether it's Star Wars or Jaws,
Right.
the soundtrack is always memorable. Like Spielberg said about the making of Jaws, that movie wouldn't have been as scary if it wasn't for John Williams' soundtrack. And when I needed someone to do music for Imperfect, and it was the first time I've ever approached anybody to do music for a film. Because all the music in my past short films, they're just like me finding a song and putting it on there. But I knew this one had to be different. It
Right.
had to have a soundtrack.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a horror film, the music really, really makes a difference.
Oh my god, it really does.
It really does.
Everyone
So,
mentions the
I
music.
remember. I remember like when we
approaching-
were doing the sound.
Yeah.
And then like once we put in that music, the chills we all got.
Oh yeah,
Wow, whoever was in the room, like, what the fuck? Like it just added another layer.
It did. Like when I went down to visit Dan, because Dan, he volunteered. Like he heard I was making the movie. He's like,
Right.
I want to do the music. I'm like, yeah, go right ahead, man. And I went down to work with him on the music. He lives in San Clemente, and that was a really fun experience because like when you see, because I'd be watching the movie over and over with no music at all.
Yeah.
Just even before we did the sound effects, just the raw sound. It's like, okay, it's getting there. And then when you added the sound effects, it was like added another layer. Like, holy shit!
I remember you
this is gonna
like
be-
you would sit next to me or stand next to me.
Yeah.
And I remember putting some sound effects and you started slapping me. Not like in the face, like in the back, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because you'd get so excited because you've watched this so many times and then seeing it with the sound, it's like you were finally seeing it the way you saw it in your head.
I remember the first time I showed you the movie cut together.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in the movie that involves a character wandering around, and you first said, oh, we should add this creaking sound to this.
Yeah.
And man, does that sound make a difference for that scene.
Oh,
It makes
yeah.
a massive difference. And then you said, we should do this, and now you added all these really cool ideas for the soundtrack and sound effects, and it just gave it a whole layer. And people say, "Oh, sound's not that important." Sound's extremely important to a film.
Yeah, it'll make or break
George
it.
Lucas said like 50% of the movie is the audio,
Yeah.
and I've always took that to heart when making a movie. Like, okay, the audio is really, really important. So I know, and for
Yeah.
horror movies, you gotta really work with layered sound effects, and this had to be layered sound effects. And seeing it with what you brought to it was
Right.
gave it life. And then when I went to my brother, he amped it up even more with the music.
I remember seeing you and it's like seeing Frankenstein, like, it lives. It lives. Yeah.
It's alive.
It's alive. But I remember you being that excited about it. I'm like, oh man, I felt so fucking proud of you. Like, once it was all said and done, I was so fucking proud. Like, it took so much. It took a lot out of you. I felt like a fucking piece. There's so much of you.
Shoot, man. Yeah, it did take a lot out of him. All of
And to
us.
finally see it done, I remember just how like the joy had brought you, and like,
It
was a night, like
it was a bizarre experience at the time because like half of me was super happy it was done, but then there was this other half
melancholy part
where
it's
it was like,
oh.
I want to keep going at it. I want to keep working because when you make a movie, whether you go through a positive experience or not, you just love working on it. You wake up every morning like,
Right.
okay, I'm gonna work on the sound effects today, or when we're filming, we're gonna shoot this scene, or when we're
Yeah.
editing, I'm gonna cut together this scene.
Right.
You just got so used to it,
Right.
Because I was involved with every aspect on the film.
Right.
Most directors try to like, okay, I'll leave it to you, but I was there because
Right.
you just have to be.
right.
And when that day came when we finished the film,
Yeah.
it took me 2 weeks to start realizing that it was done.
Right.
Because I was so used to it. And then to watch the movie and be like, I made that.
Yeah.
Like, I made that. That's
All right, correct
We
me if
made
I'm
it
wrong,
happen.
because I came into the movie late.
okay.
Third, it's like the last part.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you guys sort of became a family throughout making this movie. A dysfunctional
Yeah.
family.
Oh, we did.
Because
We were-
all,
that's the truest
all
family.
fucking families are dysfunctional.
Every
Yes.
family,
The
yeah.
fucking bratty crazy daughter.
Don't even.
the
yeah.
the the fucking crazy neurotic father.
Oh my god.
And you could fit any archetype into that family, but you guys at the end, because
We all love each other.
you guys all love each other, even when you're at each other's throats. There was still like a sense of camaraderie and
There
a
is,
sense of
yeah.
like you guys went through a fucking hell.
There is
Oh my
there.
God.
I
and
felt
came
that way.
out
I
the
felt
other
like
end.
It's weird, like
Yeah.
how like when you make a movie, it is like a gigantic extended family because like there'll be the core group who's there every day,
Yeah.
and then like when in pre-production,
The
there's the core
stepchildren,
group,
just kidding.
and then the production,
And it's like
and I'll
it's
admit,
the
like,
cousins,
even-
the cousins that come in.
yeah, and even like when we were going into post-production, and it was
Yeah.
just only a few people.
Yeah.
You know, there's that feeling of like, oh, I can't wait to share this to everybody else. you
Right.
Yeah,
know?
and then with the world.
Yeah, but I felt like we did create a family in the end, and you just like felt like
Yeah, because
wow.
I mean, I remember coming in late. I didn't know anybody, and you guys were so accepting right off the bat. Like coming in, George was really cool.
Yeah.
Stella, I hadn't met her before you guys started shooting. I hadn't, or maybe no, you guys.
No,
No,
started-
you met me after.
yeah, you
After you guys started shooting.
after we finished filming.
Yeah, we had just
Stella-
finished filming.
Yeah,
sorry, Carol, everyone was
Yeah.
just so accepting.
Yeah.
You guys already had like a dynamic going, but
Yeah.
everyone gelled together. And even when the tough times, I feel like you guys are still a family and you're the imperfect family.
yeah.
And that
Yes.
fucking that sums it up to the crew that, made this movie
The cast and
possible.
crew.
And
The
cast.
cast and crew.
Cast too.
Right. The casting crew. Yeah, sorry.
Just everybody, or even the people
It's the
who were
imperfect
not-
family.
or even the people who were not a cast and crew member, but also like
Supported.
believed in us.
Yes.
Like, I mean,
yeah, the
one of my
families
fans.
and
one of my best friends, who's a filmmaker himself, he lent us the camera to shoot where we shot most of the movie with.
Yeah, yeah.
And he just did it because he's always supported me as a filmmaker and always like
amazing.
wanted to see me make something.
what about my
and,
mic that took a hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The real MVP over here.
No, I mean, dude, so many people were involved in making this movie on and off the pictures. Families that just supported.
Yeah.
I know your family put up their house.
Yeah.
Countless rides that you gave everyone, and like
Yeah.
you put up your house,
Yeah.
and the fucking
It became the base central for
Yeah.
filming, for
Yeah.
planning, for
Yeah.
editing.
And then guerrilla style filming.
The guerrilla style filming where you just like you gotta work with what you got.
So this
you
is like a perfect. If anybody wants to be a filmmaker, tell them what it takes to make a movie.
A lot of determination.
Yes.
That-
There's a lot of drive.
Yes, a
You
lot.
know, you will have people, and this is the truth, and I'm not,
A lot of
bullshitting here.
naysayers.
You
man.
have a lot of naysayers. Even people who would say they're close to you,
They're gonna
would
tell you-
don't do it.
Yep.
You're just wasting your time. You're just
crazy.
crazy. Do something real, but you know what? Ignore those people because they, you do what you want to do in the end.
Yeah,
you do
it's your life.
you do what you want to do and what makes you happy in
what
the
makes
end.
you happy.
That's the key word is like do it if it makes you happy.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
what if you're crazy?
And you'll
we're all a
and
little
look,
crazy.
you'll find like I'll tell you this right now.
Exactly.
You'll find some hardships, okay? Like you'll find some hardships making a movie. There's gonna be hardships no matter what.
The thing
but
about-
you just gotta
That's
keep
life.
going through it.
That's
You
how
just
you know
gotta
it's worth it though, because if
Yeah.
it's easy, like, it's like, oh, whatever. But when it's hard, it's like you really value it.
yeah, like you go through hardships, but
And
you
then
just
it'll get
have
easy.
to like
It'll-
just keep going through them because once you get to the end, once you get to that moment where it's like completely done,
Right.
you're gonna be amazed. Like, oh my god, we got something here, and you know
Yeah.
that whatever drama you went through, whatever
It was worth it.
naysayers, it was worth it. Yes.
to make a movie, you have to be crazy and you have to find people just as
Just
crazy
Yes,
as you.
just as
are.
crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to be with people who just like, yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
just
Oh,
no, no,
whatever.
you know,
Yeah.
don't believe in you and such, and that could be heartbreaking. But you just gotta believe in yourself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, you proved everybody wrong. People who said it couldn't be done. Here's the living proof it could be done. The movie is done. We're trying to get it into some festivals, trying to get it so people could see it in a movie theater. And
And we
it's
have a
all
lot of supporters.
Yeah, and what was amazing too about the film, the thing that amazes me is that it's a 37-minute movie, and it cost us like under $1,000 to make.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it cost us like around 800 altogether. I'm just like,
and
Which is
the thing,
unbelievable.
it's like the money didn't just come from you. Like it came from everybody,
a
Yeah,
lot of
right?
people put
everybody.
in, yeah.
A lot of people threw in, and the thing is that you wrote it. It was your vision, but people believed in you. People believed in your vision and what you were doing, and And that's great. That's great that you could find people that would, support your dream and support your vision and your story. And now we need other people to throw in money.
Yeah.
I keep saying it because that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? We're here for you guys to throw money in.
And this is true. Like, it was based on it's loosely based on a true event. So it's like, it's not just anything.
Right. Well, we're not gonna say it's factual.
It's not factual.
No, I know.
Just say I took an
Loosely-
element of that
loosely
event
based.
and just wrote my take on it, on my version.
But it's
of it.
it's a good movie. I'll tell you that.
Right.
It's
Don't be scared.
You'll be scared. You'll be surprised. You'll be
creeped
out. But also, like, you'll be impressed. Like, Diego's done other movies, but you could say this is the biggest project you've ever taken on.
Oh, hands down. I mean, without hesitation, this is the biggest, most, but
ambitious project,
it's
right?
My most ambitious, but you just gotta go for it. Like, it's easy to be like, oh, I don't want to do a 30-minute movie, but you just gotta go for it.
Right.
I mean, if you want to say you're a director, imagine directing 2 hours,
right?
A 2-hour film, and imagine like having to work with hundreds of people. You have to take that jump.
Yeah.
If you don't take that jump, then what's the point?
Yeah.
If you come up with a story that you feel like works. I mean, I had people tell me, why don't you just cut it down to like 20 minutes or 15 minutes? And I'm just like, that's not the story I'm trying to tell. Like, the story is a 37-minute movie. There's no way around it,
Right.
I'm sorry, but it's not going to be lower than that. I mean, the movie we're thinking about doing next, that one's a 10-minute film because that story happens to be a 10-minute movie.
Yeah, but that's the way it's written.
It's the way it's written. It's not like... And there's a lot of stuff, when I was cutting that film, there was a lot of stuff that did go out that wasn't needed.
Right.
Or I had to readjust or re-edit.
Right.
But the version we have now is that version I set out to make. Like, this is the movie I set out to make. But what's amazing, too, is that you'll tell yourself you have the vision, but then you get surprised by a lot of things that come from other people.
Right.
A lot of other people bring a lot of great ideas. Like, you brought a lot of great ideas to sound design when we were doing it.
Yeah. And to the movie, I think I threw in some stuff in there.
Oh yeah, you had some good ideas, good suggestions too to the film in terms of the
I keep
editing.
tooting my own horn, guys. I'm sorry.
Pat yourself on the back.
You have to.
Like, Estella here brought some ideas, both as producer and as an actress of her character, like
Right.
stuff that I didn't even think about when I was writing the
I love
character.
my character, but
All the other actors,
you guys
whether
up
it's
the-
whether it's George or Carolina, Samantha, or
and the extras.
the extras, or people who did the effects work, like Brian, who did an amazing job
Right.
with special effects, or Jaime, who was the cinematographer for the film, brought some really cool visual ideas to the movie,
Right.
and everybody just brought something where you're just like, wow, this is much better than anything I can ever think of. You always have to be open to people's.
We can say that
suggestions,
people are gonna listen to this that know you,
Yeah,
that worked on the movie,
yeah.
that were casted, that were on it. Is there anything you want to say to them? People that helped out with the movie.
Thank you so much. Like, believe me, it means a lot to me because you can't make a movie without people who believe in you.
Yeah.
Who, even if they just say, okay, I just want to act in it just to act, that means a lot because they're giving up their time.
Yeah.
They didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to be like, oh, I didn't have to crew on this film. I didn't have to act in it. But the fact they did it.
Yeah, because no one was getting paid.
Yeah,
so it's
no
like,
one was getting
thank
paid.
you. Thank
But
you
it
to
just
everyone.
means so much, to everybody. Whether, even if you did something for one day, that means a lot. Because there is no way I could have done this movie by myself. No way in hell. And the fact that you people just like came together and took time out and actually said, yeah, we're willing to help you. We're willing to bring our expertise to this movie.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me,
And even people who just gave you positive reinforcement, like keep
Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
So many people.
keep going, keep at it,
It means so much, and I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for doing that. Like, I really, really do.
Now we just need to have a viewing party for those involved because I want to meet everyone and get to see everyone.
I want everybody to meet everybody.
I want to actually, you know what? Me and you have seen the movie together. I want to see the movie with everyone else. I want to see the reaction with everyone. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, a rap party.
Right?
Yeah, we
haven't done it, but I want to.
Everybody's been so busy with school and such.
Right.
It's always
summer's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. Thank God, because I wanted to show everybody the movie because you want to get that reaction first from the people who worked on it.
Yeah.
Before you go to the people who have nothing to do with it,
Yeah.
your audience. And I've always been like, we gotta find time, but everybody's been busy with school.
Yeah,
When we finished the movie, literally was when school started. A lot of the people who
Yeah.
work in the film go to ELAC,
Yeah.
and myself included.
Yeah.
And it was tricky trying to schedule everybody to be
Yeah,
like,
'cause
come
So
everyone's
that's
all
the
over
thing
the
we
place.
haven't even fucking mentioned.
Yeah.
You guys did this movie, and everyone was
Yeah.
working,
Working, yeah.
Going to school.
going to school, fucking having personal problems. Like everyone
Doing
had
other projects?
other
Yeah,
projects.
other projects. Yeah.
We're in
Ton.
theater. We're doing other fucking plays.
Other
We're off
films.
other
Other
short
films.
films.
Yeah.
So you could say that this movie being made was kind of a miracle. It was just like a strike of lightning. You know what I mean? In a
It
bottle,
really
catching
was.
fucking lightning in
Yeah.
a bottle.
Yeah,
And-
everybody was working. Like I was working. Estella here was working.
I was working as well.
We were going to school. I actually
And
there were a lot
I
of
was doing other
sacrifices
shows.
too made. I remember I had to drop classes at one point to continue filming. I was
Take days off of work.
I had to
Yeah.
call. I had to beg my job to be like, I need some time. I'm working on this project, and it was very difficult.
Yeah.
And I was studying journalism. I was on the school newspaper, and I had to take time off from that, literally
Yeah.
leave it just to finish filming. And and other people made sacrifices too.
Everyone
Stella
made
here
sacrifices.
made a lot of
Everybody did.
sacrifices. All our cast and crew made
Yeah.
sacrifices.
A lot of love lost. A lot of fucking. a
Oh,
lot-
love lost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's natural.
It happens in a lot of movies. Like you'd be amazed.
But love won too. Just kidding.
Got some love. Gave some love.
Mm-hmm.
We lived, we lost. Just kidding.
Hey, and we live, we die, we live again.
But really, like the thing that again that
won.
excites me was the idea that people were willing to do it, or the thing that impressed me is that people actually did it. Because you meet people who, if you ask them, can we got to do this, and they just tell you straight up, no, we're not going to do that. But some people have just like, we will do it.
Yeah, people who
We'll-
committed their
who-
time and showed
Yeah,
up and
Yeah.
It was
worked hard.
voluntary for the most part.
Yeah, no one got paid.
Nobody
Yeah,
got
no
paid.
one
No one got paid.
No.
So that people donated their time and their expertise or their stuff is fucking. It was great of them,
Yeah.
So
It really was. And thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
do we want to end it with one more plea, guys? If you're listening to this, the link will be on this video. Please click on the link. Donate anything you can. Every dollar helps. And if you can't donate monetarily, donate. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. I know how to plug in my thing. Subscribe to my. I'm just so
Like
used.
it.
Let's do the channel.
Next to the channel. I know. I'm so used.
No
to
Neighbors
doing-
Podcast.
No neighbors podcast. No neighbors. I forget.
Caliente went. Just kidding.
Caliente, guys. No, we'll put your channel there. If you, we'll totally link your channel
Yeah.
at the end, so you guys could also check out Estella's channel.
I have no channel. Sorry.
Diego has no channel.
Yeah, so yeah.
But the
But
trailer.
I've always thought about doing
Well, you have a channel.
Yeah.
You're part of the No Namers a lot. You're on there a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So
and I
you-
enjoy working with you
Yeah.
guys and
So
working on short
you're on
films
there?
and doing the commentary tracks,
Dude,
the
so
movie
fun.
commentaries.
Movie commentary.
I think my favorite one from that was the Ford Family commentary.
Just because of how
Arthur was-
miserable Arthur was.
Oh God,
You know which one people love?
which one?
To this day, people still watch Armageddon.
Oh, that was fun doing that commentary.
People
track.
love the Armageddon one.
That
I'll
was
have to check
fun.
that out.
Like it is.
Wait, it was your reaction?
I was
Well,
just
it's all the
laughing throughout
reaction.
most of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
I'll
just
have to
like
see it. I'll have to
laughing,
check it
making
out.
fun because it's such a entertainingly dumb movie. But it's very fun to watch and just it's the kind of movie you would get drunk on a Friday night and just sit down and watch for how insanely bonkers it is.
Yep. Again, we'll end this by thank you guys for coming and
Thank you very much for giving us the time.
Thank you
And
for
then,
inviting us.
Yeah.
And then, guys, we can't stress this enough. $750 is not a lot, so if you guys could help out with even the smallest amount, it'd be cool, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any
And then-
just the sharing
Anything.
it. That
You guys are
matters.
having
Or positive vibes.
You guys are send positive vibes because not only is the money is to submit to festivals, but the festivals still have to accept the movie, right?
Yeah, and then if we get accepted, transportation costs and all that
transportation. you
Right.
know.
Well, I mean that's something else,
Yeah,
But
that's
like
different.
right now, we just want to get it
Yeah.
into the festivals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully, some local ones, so we could fucking
Yeah.
see it in the big screen, like it was meant to be.
And we
Oh,
listed
yeah.
the festivals in the GoFundMe page, so you know what you're donating to. Like
Yeah.
which festivals.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh, well, which festivals? Are
We'll
you donating
figure
to?
it out.
Like, it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's
The
all there.
festival's
It's all,
all
yeah,
there.
It's all there. We know which
Yeah.
festivals that we feel the movie would play the best to, and those are the ones we found. Like these were the ones that work.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys said got into the East LA Film Festival, right? Well, not
Well,
got in,
no,
but
no,
you
that's
submitted.
We submitted,
That's one of the
so
ones that
we'll
we
find out.
submitted. We should find out soon, and then there's a few others coming up.
Hopefully,
there's like specials like the
because East LA
Ollie
needs to start
Shorts,
supporting each other. Like East
Yeah.
LA creators
Yeah.
need to start supporting each other. And I hope you guys get in. It's a local
you.
film festival, and I hope you that you guys get the recognition from.
And I mean, you too, because you're part of this. So it's like,
Well,
we're all
no,
getting-
yeah,
You're
yeah.
part of the movie too, man.
I'm like, we all.
you
hopefully
brought
we
a
all
lot
get
to
the
it. We're all
recognition.
hoping we get.
I hope you guys get in. Everyone's like, wow, that sound.
Patting himself on the back again as we're
Right.
speaking.
Well, guys, thank you. And we're gonna check you guys later. Hope you guys could come back, promote your next project, or
Definitely.
just come back on the pod and we could talk about dirty things like we always do.
Oh my
Dirty,
god!
crazy
Like,
things.
I'm not gonna mention it. Never mind.
Like get drunk and
But
just spill out.
the pod
dirty
is different. The pod is different. But you guys could check out Postella's pod. There's a few episodes behind. Or Diego's pod, which it's been a while since you've been on that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, a lot of people like we did the film history podcast.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, but
Yeah,
those
where
are
we
different.
did-
yeah.
yeah, but that was fun doing it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
dude,
doing
I
those.
fucking love doing
We did
those.
5 of those. I remember. We did the Jaws one.
Yeah.
Nice.
We did one about the Godzilla film that never was.
Yeah.
We did short films on different directors.
Yep.
Spielberg,
Then we did
Cameron.
yes.
We did one about Paul Thomas Anderson.
We did
Remember that
on
one?
Just PTA.
That's all Paul Thomas Anderson's movies.
Fucking love that one, dude.
Oh, that
Dude,
one
I
was
love
fun.
doing it. What the fuck we used to call it? History reissued.
Film history reissue.
Film history reissued.
Yeah, we did one about Paul Thomas Anderson. It was like a favorite director.
But
of
then
yours
you got
and mine's.
you got into filming the movie. And
Yeah,
we,
and that's. And I mean,
Aw.
for a lot of people who wondered whatever happened to me, well, the answer was.
Well,
Well,
look
you just
at-
recently reappeared. Weren't you in like his recent like videos?
Well,
Yeah.
those were commentaries,
Those are
but,
commentaries,
but like
commentaries.
those,
But, like
the other ones
actual
were more like,
podcasts because the idea was
Oh,
like we
yeah,
have
yeah.
different podcasts and film history. Was,
it's like film history based.
it is
like,
all
Oh,
movie
nice,
talk,
nice.
you know.
It's
And
yeah.
what was the 5th one we did? It was one about Paul
Steven
Thomas Anderson.
Spielberg,
No,
Jaws. No, we did.
Jaws. We did that one.
Godzilla,
Godzilla, short film directors.
Short, Watchmen, the Watchmen.
No. That was you and the No Neighbors guys.
No, we did.
Oh,
the,
wait, that's right,
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
the
we did
Watchmen
the Zack
one.
Snyder and Watchmen.
The attempts at making a Watchmen movie, like
Yes.
the different attempts. It took 20 years to make that movie.
yeah.
So they actually got like rolling film and such, and like 4 directors.
That is
Yeah.
dedication.
So
What it
we'll
takes.
definitely try to do more stuff for you guys because I love both you guys as guests
Yeah.
and just as people.
Oh, we love
Oh,
you.
we love you.
So if you guys could come back whenever you guys feel like, this is an open door for you guys.
Thank you.
And guys, go support Cali Ente. The channel will definitely be linked at the on the on the end of the video, so you guys could check out what Stella's up to. Getting her car locked up,
Oh my god, yes.
Trying to get to
trying unicorn
Starbucks
fraps,
unicorn
It's locked up.
frats.
twerking.
Yeah, that's all of that.
So you guys want to check that
All that
out?
good stuff.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys, and
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
we
you
will
so
see you
much.
guys at the cinema. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Very much.
That's
Well-
totally fair to say.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys at the cinema. Thank you guys.